What's going on, guys? Welcome to my Premier League prediction video. I'm going to be telling you guys where I think the teams will finish in each position of the Premier League in this new season. Just before I get into it though, make sure you drop a like, subscribe and comment down below if you're new around here as well, because it always helps, as always. I don't want to talk for ages and let this be like a 20-minute video. I'm just going to try and make it as quick as possible. Maybe a sentence for the top 3 clubs and top bottom clubs. I'm not going to discuss the middle row. But yeah, let's just get straight into it. At 20th place, right at rock bottom, I think is going to be Huddersfield. I've got the list right here. I just think they was close to getting relegated last season, and I think the time's up in the Premier League. I think this season is their season where they're just going to go downhill and literally down the table and be relegated. So next at 19 is Cardiff City. Now I know these have just been promoted, but I do think Cardiff City will go straight back down. They won't be as good as the likes of Fulham and Wolves, which I'll come on to later. But I just think Cardiff City, they haven't made any big signings. You can't really see them beating other teams in the table. But yeah, that's my opinion. Now above them, just scraping the relegation spot, is going to be Brighton. I do think they're going to be relegated as well as Cardiff City and Huddersfield. I just don't think they play that great. They also haven't made any great signings. They don't play that well. I mean, I just can't see them staying in the league for another season, to be honest. Just missing out though on the relegation spot, I'm going to go with Southampton. They had a terrible season last season. It's like whoever Mark Hughes goes to, the team just capitulates and they go downhill. I mean, I think they're just going to scrape survival in the Premier League season. However, the team to finish above them, I think, will be Fulham. I think they'll do well in the table, but obviously not that well, being as they're going to be above Southampton near the bottom. But they are going to survive. That is the main thing. I think they'll do well with the players they've got. I mean, I think they've just signed Mitrovic. I think he is going to be a key player for them, as well as Ryan Sessegnon. If he had the same season he did last season, I think the team is going to do well. Just finishing above them will be newly promoted Wolves. They've made so many great signings, I think, for their stature of a club. I think they're going to finish as well as Fulham, just above them, which I've got really nothing to say about them, to be honest. I can't really complain. Above them we've got Bournemouth, then Crystal Palace, Leicester, Watford, Newcastle, Burnley and West Ham. I think those teams will finish in that spectrum. I don't think they'll finish in that exact order I've done them. I've just done them in what I think looks right, but I think those teams will finish in that sort of area in the table. Coming up to the top 7 now, I've got Everton. I think the Everton manager Marco Silva will do a better job than Sam Allardyce did last season. I think he'll get them back up there up the table, and I think that's a quite strong position to finish in, just above West Ham, who I also think will do well under the new manager Pellegrini. Now this is where it gets a tough decision. I was struggling with this position between 2 clubs, and I've come out with the club of Tottenham to finish in this position. As of now, they haven't made any signings, but they are known to be making signings in the last 2 days of the transfer window. So maybe signings might change the position here where I've predicted them, but I think as of now, as a club right now, they'll finish there in that position because of signings. Now the team that was coming up against them in this position was Chelsea, so I think Chelsea will finish in top 5, getting that Europa League spot. And I think the new manager, bringing in the likes of new players, I think the playing style will be different to Antonio Conte's from last year. They'll just improve as a whole, not that much, just as a whole of a club with better playing styles and better players. Okay, so top 4 now. This is just scraping Champions League spot, and I think it will be Arsenal getting it. I think Arsenal will do a lot better than they did last season, obviously, with a new manager, new signings. They made 5 signings, I believe. And I just think they'll actually do sick in the Premier League, I think, this season. Obviously not as better as the top 3 places, which I haven't placed them in, but I think they'll just scrape the Champions League spot and they'll do well. I'll admit it, they'll do well, I think, this season. So it comes down to this. Top 3. Hate to say it, but I think Man United will get the 3rd position of this new season. I just can't see them doing that great, to be honest. Even though they're going to finish 3rd, which you expect them to finish in the top 5 as a club, I just think they're not going to do as great as obviously the last 2 clubs, which are Liverpool and Man City. I think as a club they need to make more signings. I think the whole Mourinho tactics, it's just different to any other manager. I just can't see him doing that well this coming season. I just can't. Which brings me on to the rivals of the club, Liverpool, who I think will finish 2nd. I think Liverpool will finish 2nd. They've got new signings. The team looks sick. The depth of their squad is amazing. You can literally put the subs out, which the likes of like Shaqiri, Wijnaldum, you know, the likes of them that can take over Henderson, Mane. I think they're going to be a real problem for teams coming up against them in the new season. I think they're going to play sick. Now obviously Manchester City will be at the top. They're going to win the season again. I did say in my last Q&A video that I think Man City will win the next 2 seasons. I just think Pep is going to take them all the way to the top, and they're going to do better than last season, obviously with the likes of Mahrez now they've signed, which is just going to add strength to the squad, and I just think their overall play is going to be immense. They could possibly go unbeaten in the new coming season. Not as in the whole season, I mean, just as in the Premier League season. They'll be unbeaten in the Premier League. I just think they're going to outboss all the other teams, and the way that they play is just sick with the likes of Aguero, De Bruyne, Sterling, Silva. The players that they got, they're just too good, man. So that is a table that I've predicted of the Premier League season 2018-2019. They are all the teams. Comment down below if you agree. Obviously, you don't have to agree. You can actually put your predictions down below in the comments or tweet me at _mmdicko. The link is in the description. Give us a follow while you're there. But yeah, that is my opinion. Obviously, I think that's where the teams will finish in this new coming season. A season as a whole, though, I think it's going to be way better than last season. What I mean by that is that there's going to be greater goals, greater team goals. Big and key players, I think, will play a bigger part than they did last season. The likes of Hazard, Lukaku. I think a few Wolves players might surprise us with the likes. They've literally brought the whole of Portugal. But yeah, I'm just rambling on now. I didn't want to make it too long. So that is it. Make sure to leave a like, comment down below, subscribe if you're new around here as well. Top 3 and bottom 3 are the main concerns in my prediction. I'm not really too fussed on the middle. But yeah, that is all. Take care, guys, and I will see you in the next video. See ya.
Yo, just wanna kick it, Jackie Chan.